Melbourne. It's great to see everybody out here and supporting the cause. Next up, we're going to have Jim Stewart, and Jim is from stewartmedia.biz.
That'll do.
That'll do. Self-titled Google guru, I believe. So let's hear it for Jim.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Hope you don't mind if whoever owns this keyboard for me to put my airbook down on it.
Fine,
sorry?
fine.
Okay. Look, I'm up from Melbourne today. I've been a business owner in the digital space for the last 15 years. And we thought about this blacklist when it came in 10 years ago against these people behind us. The last time I was here was for the Enabling Australia Summit in 1998. It was a talk fest to get Australian businesses online. 2 years later, they introduced the blacklist. So both sides of this house are guilty as far as I'm concerned. The thing is about this content is that you cannot stumble upon it. I don't care about these surveys out there that say that 80% of teenagers stumble upon porn whilst they're doing their homework. Rubbish. That's what I tell my mum too. I stumbled on it, Mum. It wasn't me. Okay, let's just go over the performance bit, for instance, because this is really important to Australian business. They may not realise it yet, but if this comes in, they certainly will. The best performing filters will degrade speeds by 80%, as we've already heard. So we're talking 1997 speeds at 2009 prices. Where do you think that puts us in competing with our overseas counterparts? It puts us in a digital backwater. Okay, it is so important that this filter does not go ahead. Every packet that you will download will be inspected by our government cyber sensor. It's like digital book burning for the 21st century is what we're talking about here, because every book that Google puts online, which they're doing, they're putting every book online, is going to go through this filter if you try to download it. As I said at the Melbourne rally last year, you know, I downloaded a book the other day. It mentioned the word sex about 50 times. It'd probably get filtered. You may have heard of the book. It's called 1984 by George Orwell. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Lady Chatterley's Lover was banned in the 1960s. It's going to get banned under this filter, whether you like it or not, because it's online. The text is going to get filtered. And forget about video under these speeds. We've just started to get broadband, and now they're going to take it away from us. It's going to kill business online. It's going to slow academic research to a crawl. The government doesn't get it. You know, we don't tell them what to do with their black rods and their ushers, so don't tell us what to do with the internet. I was watching Bloomberg on Foxtel last week, and they did a comparison of banking and finance stocks to technical stocks, and since the beginning of the year, and their performance on the Dow Jones. Banking stocks are down around about 90%. Technical stocks are up around 10%. Okay? So that's what we're talking about here. They're trying to kill the one part of the industry that's growing in this country, the one industry that's going to flourish, and they're trying to put shackles on it. It's a bit like putting a bull bar on a Formula One racing car, okay? It's ridiculous. So what we have to do is that we have to get out there, we have to talk to our politicians, we have to talk to our local members, and we have to let them know that this is rubbish. That in 2009, it's not up to the government to decide how we raise children, and what we let into our own homes. It's up to us. This has to be about education. I understand parents' concern. I do. I get it. I've got 3 grandchildren, and I've had the talk with them. And I said, there are ways of filtering at home, which you can do at home, but just don't put it on the rest of us who don't maybe want it. And, we've got $50 million. How much have we already spent on the ACMA blacklist since 1999? And it's been useless. The day after that, the first takedown notice was issued for teenagers.com.au, I think it was in 2000, the day after, it was live again in the US under the same web address. That's how ridiculous this thing is. And we're spending millions and millions on bureaucrats trying to police this ridiculous notion. The ACMA blacklist went live this week. It now has thousands of backlinks to it. We have just opened up a porn list, thank you very much, Senator Conroy, to every Australian in the country and everybody around the world. And it's going to rank higher in Google now too, because it's getting thousands and thousands of backlinks. Okay, it's ridiculous. The more we focus on this and we focus on porn and we're not focusing on education and enabling our own societies and communities to deal with this and become, as I heard the phrase the other day, good digital citizens, then we're just going to have more porn. That's what it's about. So if you don't want it, stop looking at it, Conroy, for God's sake. Now, if all we can do is educate and give the money to our libraries, give the 50 million or the 124 million or whatever number it is this week, give it to our libraries and our schools and our teachers, and empower our families to get educated in their own homes. And if they want to block stuff, then go and talk to the family nerd. Get the family nerds involved. If you're a parent out there and you're scared of this, get the family nerd involved. Every family has one. It's usually the guy that says, you know, have you tried restarting it, no matter what it is, whether it's the kettle, the car, the computer. Okay, we have to get people educated, and we have to take responsibility on this ourselves. It's not up to them to protect us, because they can't. The technology doesn't work, it won't work, and all it will do is hurt Australian business and Australian society and relegate us to a digital backwater. Thank you very much, and make sure you call your politicians.
Thanks for that, Jim.